Animal discoveries. Introduction. If you wanted to find a new animal species, where would you look? You might look in remote corners of the globe. You might also look under a microscope to see how one species is different from another. Scientists discover more than 50,000 animal species each year. That's 1% of the more than 1.5 million species we know about already. At the same time, the species are dying out at record rates around the globe. For this reason, when we do stumble on a new species, it is an important discovery. Monkey mania. In 2007, a new species of monkey was found in the forest of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The lizula has large eyes and is shy and quiet. The first one found by scientists was being kept as a pet. The Caqueta titty monkey lives in the Amazon jungle with about 20 other species of titty monkey. The Caqueta is known for its bushy red bill. It doesn't have a white bar on its forehead as other titty monkeys do. Its baby purr like cat. Only around 250 Caqueta titty monkeys are alive today, meaning the species is endangered. Freaky fabulous frog. The manta narrow-mouthed frog is the size of a pea. It was discovered on Borneo, an island in Southeast Asia, in 2010. It turns out that scientists had seen this frog before but thought they were the young of a different species. Then they heard the frogs calling since only adult frogs make calls. They realized that these tiny frogs must be full grown. A herpetologist discovered the long-nosed tree frog in 2010 while exploring the Foya Mountains of New Guinea. The area is so remote that it has been called the Lost World. The chief frog is known for its long, unique nose. When the male frog calls, its nose points up like a spike. When the frog is done calling, its nose falls. No one knows why. The frog has another name, the Pinocchio frog. The herpetologist spotted it sitting on a bag of rice in his campsite. Furry finds. Another find during the 2010 Foya Mountains trip was the blossom bat. Although bats are mammals, this one had been called the hummingbird of the backwoods. It used its long tongue to drink nectar from the flowers of rainforest trees. During a 2005 expedition to another island, Madagascar, researchers found goose mouse lemurs. Not much bigger than mice, these tiny lemurs jump around in the trees at night. In the daytime, they sometimes sleep in empty birds' nests. Do you know? Lemurs are only found in Madagascar. Interesting invertebrates. Scientists estimate that the vertebrate animals with backbones make up only 3% of all species. The remaining 97% of animal species known to scientists are invertebrates, animals without backbones. Salima tarantula has a special beauty. Its dark blue body almost glows. This fantastic arachnid has a extremely limited habitat. It only living high in the mountains of Brazil. The troll-haired planthopper was discovered in 2013 in the rainforests of South America. It may not be good looking, but at least it has good hair. The wild hair isn't hair at all, but instead waxy secretions from the insect belly. Then, when a predator attacks, the hair breaks off, and the planthopper can jump to safety. That's what scientists think, anyway, but they aren't sure. Underwater wonders. Scientists discovered the Gorgon's head starfish in 2010 in the Atlantic Ocean, about half a mile, 800 meters beneath the surface. The Gorgon's head, a species of basket star, has five curly, branching arms that split off from its body. The five arms include as many as 5,000 tips. The tips help it find food floating by in the water. It also uses its arms to walk along the ocean floor and to protect itself. Since Earth's oceans are so huge, large parts have yet to be explored. However, that's not the reason it took until 2013 to discover the walking bamboo shark. Like most sharks, the walking bamboo shark is no threat to humans. It lives off the coast of Indonesia. Scientists discovered it because its coloration differs from that of other bamboo sharks. This new species is thought to reach about 30 inches, 80 centimeters in length. It uses its fins to push itself along the ocean floor in search of food. The wiggling movement makes it look as though the shark is walking, hiding in plain view. In 2013, researchers discovered that for more than 100 years, olingotos has been identified as the wrong species. This mammal, which look like teddy bears, live through trees at night. The smallest member of the raccoon family. The olingoto can be found in Ecuador and Colombia. It is the first species of this type to be discovered in the America in 35 years. Mistaken identity. Humans may encounter unidentified species for years while mistaking it for a familiar species. This often happens because the two species look the same, at least on the outside. They are called cryptic species. They are only found to be distinct when scientists study their genetic code. As DNA technology is used more and more, reports of distinct new species are on the rise. Finding new species birds is almost as rare as finding new mammals. In 2009, Taylor bird near the city of Phnom Penh. Tests showed that this Taylor bird was a separate new species. Besides studying its DNA and feathers, scientists studied its pretty song. While all Taylor birds warble, no two species sound quite the same. Sure enough, the song of the Cambodian Taylor bird sets it apart from all the rest. What's next? Scientists continue to amaze us by finding new species. Experts agree that most have yet to be discovered. However, those animals we have discovered bring some problems to light. For example, many species have tiny populations. Human activity causes many species to fall small and shrinking habitats. Yet each new discovery is also cause for hope. It can bring a renewed effort to save and even restore a habitat. Doing this can save the animals that live there, both those we know about and those